Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice?
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Warner. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Warner from the gun. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Julio Jones, 58 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st and 10, Warner. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. It'll be Warner on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Warner. And Jones has it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now Warner.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Hey, Sam off. Smooth. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marvin Harrison, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. CD, we want to remind folks, in honor of its 100th season, the NFL is encouraging fans to join players, teams, and the NFL family in a year-long volunteer initiative called Huddle for 100. Choose a cause, volunteer 100 minutes of your time, and help shape what your community will look like for the next 100 years. Visit NFL.com/huddle for 100 to track your minutes and get rewarded. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Leo! Hey, Charlie!
Throwing now, Elway on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Coming to you. Switch. X3, 218, chop it. Check 13. Hey, zoom. 552. Hard. No.
To throw again. Elway. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Go on. Hey, lock it.
On first down, it's Jackson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
60 or.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Elway will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Yeah, get it.
Second and 10, Elway. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They fake the give. Now Elway. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talked about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. Warner now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Go. Ready?
To throw on second down, Warner. Throw left side is complete to Reed. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Hey, Alpha, go, Jack left, deep river.
On second down, Warner. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Right through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Here we go. Christian Travis. He's got to double up. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, Sam off. Let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up?
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Haywood. Mike 50. Yep. 52. Get it.
Now it's Elway. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Now a first down throw, Warner. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Andre Reed there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hey, Delta. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line. 80 weapons. Hey, watch that. Go out. 36, 36. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Allen. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marcus Allen. 71 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski the extra point. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Switching gears for a second, Charles. This last week has not been kind to quarterbacks who are toward the end of their career. You think about Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, both with injuries, and then Eli Manning, he's heading to the bench.
Maybe we look at it as a collective passing of the torch. Not in a way that anyone really wants when you talk about Brees and Roethlisberger due to injury. Although I expect Brees to be back before this season is over and play. Eli, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. Will he accept that role as the number 2? Will someone else in the league want Eli Manning, the quarterback, for them? But overall, think about who's still left out there. The Tom Brady's of the world. We're seeing a lot of his guys maybe start to transition.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Warner. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's Warner. Left side completion to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Warner now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Giants. Deshaun Jackson, 81 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 66 yards as they have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Topper. Bravo.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Ready.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Bam. Go. SOS.
Off the play fake. Elway. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Go. Check. Hey, lock it. Back up. Check 3. Be driven.
Out of the gun. Elway. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check, look at me. Score. Hey, Alpha.
They'll try and throw for it with Elway. This is caught by Jackson. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Under 10. Rock it. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 49. Check 40. Hit it.
Elway looking to pass again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go team, spell. 52. Watch the pass. No. Check that.
Throwing again. Elway. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame.
And that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Hey, Sam off. You go tight. You got tight. Go out. Watch out, watch out. Watch it, go.
They're going on 4th. It's Elway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. There the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
Look at me. Zipper.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Fair.
To throw on 2nd down. Warner. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go. Watch Mike. Ready.
On 3rd down, Warner. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Elway. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Warner. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation late.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Rock it. Hey. Let go.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Warner to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Now Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.